Alright everybody, this is J-Zon the DJ here. I want to take a second and talk about my gear. If you've been following me on SoundCloud, maybe you're curious to how I get everything done. These are the big guys here. I have two controllers to my right. I'll show you in a second. It's funny, we talked about it before. I am handicapped, and when that happens, you don't have money to be updating your gear or buying new stuff. And it's funny because after 15 years, I still don't need to. That's what's amazing, is these CDJs, man, they are built to last. They're just like the Technic 1200s. They're not dying anytime soon, which is just amazing. I had them like in this shady kind of storage for, a couple years. Really pissed me off, but when I got them back, just take a little dust off, and they were just good to go, man. This DJM 909 mixer, if you know anybody else who uses a 909 mixer, I would just be shocked. I feel like I'm the only one, but again, why do I need to replace it? It's a tank. Crossfader is just fine. I prefer the battle style every single time. 4 channels, it takes up so much space, especially when I want to do, quick cuts up here. I don't like that. If I'm recording, if I'm using the controllers, I may have a 3rd channel going just for the samples, but I don't really like to do that too much. Over here is a transport switch, which is really transform switch, which is really funny because I learned to do a lot of fast cuts on this, and a lot of the mixers, they don't put the transport on there anymore, which again, doesn't matter. I can use on the crossfader. It's just fine. Here's the funny part though, is the effects bank up here. If you go up here, you take a look, the effects bank is completely jammed up at this point. So if I need to do a certain sound effect, if I'm recording for you guys, I need to set that up ahead of time. There we go, now I can change them. So I have to change that up just ahead of time. That's the one problem with this mixer. And then we talked before, I am handicapped, so I spend a little extra time in bed resting up, and that's where these things come into play. I can put them in bed with me, I can do some mixing, and just like anything else, if I'm doing, house, Baltimore club, or breakbeats, I'm going to want those pads right there. And, big shout out to Lenovo, man. This computer handles Tractor and Serato, and proud of it, man. Good for you guys. I always think that it's going to blow up. I always think that's going to die out. But, as long as you have your catalog backed up, not really a big deal, right? Over here, obviously Pro Tools, got to get the work done somehow over there.